All right, welcome back to Lost for Words with Lori. It is January 16th. We are starting our third week of 2023. And boy, it goes fast, doesn't it? I can't even believe it. But it's been a good week or so since I've bothered any of you with my drivel. And it's Monday, so keep her moving. Keep her moving. It's been busy, very busy, both in my private, personal, and professional world, as well as on the interwebs. I've just been super busy trying to take care of business and get things ready for spring, which I'm looking forward to. It's been really, really chilly down here in the southeast, which is unusual for our weather patterns. I mean, we get winter, but it's been a little unusually cold, and trying to adjust to that has been interesting to say the least. A little salty about it because, I moved south to get away from all of that cold. Thank goodness it is not snowing here, something that I really do not care for very much at all. Kind of an ongoing joke with my friends from the Midwest who live in perpetual winter for 6 months out of the year. But yeah, it's the third week of January is starting, and new goals, just keeping her moving, and just trying to stay focused and positive because that's what the Lori do. And I know that there's big changes for a lot of people. A lot of people make New Year's resolutions, which I don't really make resolutions as much as I try to get some goals set for myself, and try to make some forward positive progress in the things that I need to get accomplished. So, just kind of keeping my eye on the prize, focusing on the things that serve me, and pretty much just trying to avoid drama, especially on the social medias, by establishing some really solid boundaries and keeping kind of my values and the things that I need to do to take care of me, because that was going to be my focus this year. Was FU 22 and 23 for me. So, I got a lot of things that I need to take care of, and I need to make some goals and some forward moving plans for what my future is going to hold. But, one of the big things that, I've spent the last year or so talking about here on my channel is some of the negative things that go on in Talk Successful world and on the internet and social media, and giving people some hints and some ideas on what to look out for, and red flags to be aware of, and establishing those solid boundaries, recognizing those red flags, and eliminating the drama from their world. Because at the end of the day, the trash does take itself out. You can dismiss people who try to suck energy from your life and from your goals, and try to use that for their own purposes. And, we talk about the buzzwords and the things of the people who thrive on that kind of negativity and that kind of attention. And, it's fine. Let them do them. Block, ignore, hide, do what you've got to do to not let anybody dull your squee. That's pretty much been my goal, is to just not pay any attention, because the people who choose to live in that vibe are pretty much sabotaging their own happiness, and that's a them problem, and I don't have to pay any attention to that. My big thing lately has just been to remind people to keep on swimming, to remember their successes, and recognize the lessons that they've learned from the negative experiences that they've had, be it in their personal or their, social internet life. When lessons are presented and you learn from them, then you recognize them and you remember what steps you needed to take to eliminate negative things from your world, and you continue to practice those behaviors so that you do not allow people to keep stepping over your boundaries or creating a negative space for you. And you surround yourself with the positive people, the people who are encouraging you, the people who are giving you good advice when you ask for it, of course, and people who are basically invested in creating good space for not only themselves, but for you. And I think it helps when I have people around me who encourage me to continue on my path, who don't scorekeep or gatekeep my life or my friendships, and who I can continue to encourage them to be the best versions of themselves. And I've seen a lot of great positive change over the year and going into the new year with people who are definitely invested in making this year the best year that they can for themselves. And I think the important message in all of that is to continue to be the change that you want to see. Continue to practice what you preach, to keep doing and be consistent in your deeds, and proving that you don't have to talk shit and blow smoke up people's asses, that you can actually create and be the change that you want to see in other people. And you do that by proof, by actions, not words. And I see that happening around me. And it gives me great hope and encouragement for the future, for myself and the people that I find that I'm closest to. So just kind of wanting to touch base with everyone to let them know to keep her moving, keep on swimming, keep doing the great things that you are doing, and communicating openly, honestly, transparently, authentically, because I appreciate those people in my world. And not letting negative Nellies and shit starters and clout chasers and bottom feeders and all of those negative people on the social medias try to drag you down because they have some cross to bear that is not a you problem. And I think that becomes the most important thing about owning our own accountability and not allowing other people to use us as punching bags, doormats, or scapegoats for their own failures and insecurities. And when you do that and you let people own the things that are theirs and not allow them to guilt you into feeling like you're the one who needs to be necessary for their misery, you're allowed to change, grow, evolve, and keep her moving. And that's important, and it makes people feel good about themselves. It also helps you to remind them that they have come this far and they can continue to keep going. So I hope everyone has a great rest of their week. I've got things to do between work and meeting with some people that I'll be doing some more collaborating with, and thinking forward about my own goals and the things that I need to accomplish here in my first world and in my home. So, as always, I hope everyone is great. I hope you're having a great new year. And as always, wash your fucking hands and be a good human. I love you all. Talk to you soon.